All right, everybody, welcome. NWO Week 5. 49er George here with Cincy Bowen for this non-conference matchup. We got the Baylor Bears, top 25 team, Bowen, and the Oregon Ducks looking for their first victory here at Autzen Stadium. Never know what the weather's going to be like here. But we got Panda coming off of a win last week against Tennessee Volunteers and T. Clink. And we got Jimmy Two Blunts, who's made some changes to the Oregon Ducks arsenal. And I think there's going to be a lot of positions of a lot of players in positions to win tonight. Bowen, thanks for joining me on Halloween Eve.
Oh, it's good to be here, George. That's for sure. And I'm interested to see this quarterback change that Jimmy Two Blunts has got. I think his name is Butterfield or Butterfingers, but I'm looking forward to seeing this kid. He had a good scrimmage today, and he looked good out there. And I'm interested to see what this game brings us.
Yeah, a couple big changes here. Quarterback started off the year for the Ducks was Bo Nix. You know, big name, big guy on campus, transfer student, transfer portal guy. You know, came over to the West Coast, kind of struggled off the bat. Played some pretty good teams though, and you know he's got to sit out a week, and gonna have to see what Butterfield could do. Butterfield's got a big, strong arm, and Coach Two Blunts really trusts where he could put it. And besides that, the Oregon's defense is going to be a little bit revamped also. I know there were some players that got some new practice in during practice this week, and they're playing in new positions, giving them new opportunities here. And that's what Oregon's going to need because, and we do have a rain game. These games are affected by ball security, you know, maybe throwing the football, but I've also seen barn burners also in the rain, so uh, should definitely see a lot of offense. Do you think there's gonna be a lot of offense tonight?
Yeah, believe it or not, when I was talking about that scrimmage earlier, they actually had the hoses out. They knew that the weather was going to be bad, and they were actually putting up points back and forth, Oregon and the team that they were scrimmaging. So I'm expecting a lot of points, especially with Panda having the number 3 pass offense. And here we go, George.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Sean Dollars taking it out about 5 yards back. Um, Sounds a little bit too loud. I'm gonna drop that down a little bit here, Bowen. All right, take it down to about 150 or so. So that's Sean Dollars taken out of the backfield, only got to the 15, and good tackling right there by Baylor.
Yeah, good tackling. Like I said, Oregon needs to come out here and they need to get something started. They've been having a slow stretch the first 3 games. It's very important for them to come out here, get some points on this board on this first drive, and shake number 13 up.
We got a two tight end set, single back here, two wides to the left. Butterfield under center, making a couple adjustments. It's going to be a handoff to Lou. 9 Lou off left tackle. Gets right in between the tight end and the wide receiver, and that's a gain of 8.
Yeah, if you can keep the 8 yards up, that lemon pepper Lou seasoning is going to make everything taste good at the end of the game.
Yeah, so Oregon's defensive and offensive changes will be apparent, and Baylor on defense is really good against the run. Number 2 rush defense. So gonna have some work cut out for him. 9 Lou again with the carry. Bounces off several defenders, maybe about 3 broken tackles there. Bounces around, picks up 6 on that one. First down.
Yeah, famous counter run to the left. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jimmy also had a star receiver over there on the right side that was had at least 20 feet of coverage room there.
So we're going to see a strong I formation here, but with a single wide receiver to the left. Butterfield under center, hands off to 9 Lou. Run in between the guard tackle gap, and that's going to be a gain of 3 right now. He's got 3 carries for 17 yards. So Oregon coming out and showing that ground commitment here.
Yeah, possibly setting up for that play action that the Jimmy likes to run. I mean, former OC at Iowa, getting the job here at Oregon. You know, he's going to want to introduce that play action at some time.
Yeah, we got 2 wides to the left. Got a wing formation, tight end, and that's a one-handed catch by Ferguson right there. Huge gain of 7 and moves the sticks to first down at the 40-yard line. Oregon's already got 3 first downs this possession.
Yeah, it's a proven fact that Ferguson's got the biggest hands on the team, and he shows why right there with the big one-handed snug catch.
Yeah. So we're going to go I formation here, going to the tight end side. Has a lot of green room out there, and Lemon Pepper Lou picks up 9. He's already got 4 carries, 6.5 per pop.
Yeah, I can't tell if this team's wearing green and gold, if they're wearing black and gold. A lot of ground and pound and play action here, and seems like going back to their roots.
And if we're declaring a winner or a loser, you know, for uniforms, I definitely got to say that Oregon is looking sharp with the uniforms that they picked tonight.
Oh, definitely. That dark green is just nasty.
2 tight ends to the right, fullback and Lemon Pepper. Lemon Pepper gets another carry here. I think that's its 5th on the day. And that's going to be another first down for Oregon as they cross the 50-yard line.
Yeah, 5.8 run average so far. Knocking some time off the clock, moving the chains, getting some first downs, doing something they haven't done a lot of this year. And they're getting it started off on the right pace. Good for Oregon so far.
Now we got a weak I formation with a tight end to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Lou. Fullback doesn't really get his block, but Lou's able to still power through that defender to be able to pick up 4 on that one. Another good positive play right there. Coming into this one, Bowen, the Baylor coach is telling me that they were the number 2 rushing defense in the nation. At this time, it looks like Oregon is able to run the football effectively. Maybe look for we're going to have to see if Baylor's going to have to make some defensive changes or if they're able to buckle down here as we get closer into scoring territory. We're not quite there yet, though. This is 2nd and 6 right here. Got a single back formation, shotgun set this time. There's a handoff to Lou. Looks like a counter run to the left, and it's blocked up very, very well. Big tackle right there by number 7 to prevent it from any more yardage, but that was a 16-yard ground gain.
Yeah, Oregon's going to keep feeding that counter until you prove that you can stop it. And even when you can, he's still going to keep on doing those stretch runs. Even though they got the number 2 best rush defense, Baylor, they have played a lot of pass-heavy teams. But they're going to get their test here today with Oregon, that's for sure.
As we approach the line of scrimmage on this one, at the conclusion of this play, I'll probably be about halfway through the first quarter. So definitely a time of possession game right now for Oregon. We got a single back deep in the backfield. 1 motioning over from left to right. 2 tight ends, handoff to the left. That's how we started off the game. And this time Lou is broken into the open field, and nobody is going to stop him, folks. That is an Oregon Ducks touchdown, 6-0 lead here for the Autzen crowd is going crazy. Despite the weather, they're getting a show tonight. How is it for them to be here, maybe getting this thing back on the right track, Bowen?
Yeah, I'm not going to put any shade on Panda. I mean, because it could have happened to anybody. Unfortunately, it was a misuser tackle and a good little bounce off by 9 Lou, and it was nothing but green grass from out there. And it's a touchdown. But like you said, it's very important to get this 7-point lead for Oregon. They've struggled to get big things going for them. And this time, like I said, with the rain, they've already been practicing it. They've been getting it going.
Lewis kicks off the ball. It's received by Craig Williams, one of the dangerous running backs for Baylor. They feature a 2-back system, Williams and Mick Williams. Williams is the smaller, more scat back style, but he's brought down at the 25 right there. And they're going to feature Williams and Mick Williams in a 2-back set, giving them various opportunities to be able to touch the football on the ground and then also through the air. There's a handoff here. 22, I believe that's Mick Williams. Tay McWilliams with a 12-yard rush around the left side. Big, tall, strong runner.
Yeah, it's important for Panda to get the run game going as much as the passing game because we know he's got the number 3 passing in the nation. I'm just curious to see what Jimmy starts lining up in.
Handoff right there. That time to Tay Williams again. Number 44 with a huge clutch block. Able to spring him for extended yardage that time. Another first down. So 2 runs and 2 first downs here for Baylor. It seemed like Oregon on their first possession kept the ball on the ground, only throwing the ball once on the great one-handed catch. And this time, Williams Williams called his name earlier on the kick return. He gets 7 around the right side.
Yeah, it looks like Panda's trying to go out with this maybe a new running type scheme, left to right, kind of space him out a little bit. Something that we haven't seen from Panda. Like I said, the run game's been more popular this year than any other year in the NWO, and everybody's using it.
So on the right hash mark this time, we're going to go in a single back set. That's Jones in the backfield. The Williams brothers taking a break on this one. Fake handoff to the slot receiver, then hits Jones out of the backfield after a quick move on a safety. Quaylen Jones, 25-yard reception. Smelling that red zone. Actually, we're in the red zone right now, and we're going to go pace up tempo once again. Going to keep that Oregon defenders right there in that same defense. Same. Faking the jet sweep action. Handing off this time right to Quaylen Jones for a 7-yard rush.
Yeah, Baylor's got a little scheme going right now. Keep staying in the same type of plays, showing a lot of different looks, and they're executing right now. And Panda and his Baylor Bears, they're rolling. I mean, he's proven that he's a good coach as long as he's got some great weapons, and he'll take full advantage of every part of his team.
Oregon Ducks coming down this time with 4 down linemen against the 5 linemen of the Baylor offensive line. And that is a big tackle for what looked like a loss to me. It looked like Craig Williams had a lane to run in, but great tackle right there by the defensive lineman.
It's just a little too much wiggle.
Got 2 wide receivers super wide on each side. 3rd and 3. Might be 4th down territory, knowing how Panda likes to coach his team. A lot of adjustments on the offensive side right here. User play by Gonzalez right there. And that same defensive lineman with that big tackle on 1st down against Williams is able to bring down the quarterback on this one, bringing it to 4th and 10. And this is likely a kick situation, Bowen.
Yeah, definitely a kick situation.
4th and 10 with about 1:30 remaining. It looked like, and that's going to be a successful field goal there, bringing it to 7-3. The home team is still winning by 4 right here, as Oregon's defense able to be stingy right there on 1st down, on 3rd down. Seemed like both teams maybe had a balance in the number of plays, but it seemed like Oregon held the ball for a little bit longer because they weren't going no huddle. The no huddle system for Baylor seemed to be effective on many plays getting into the red zone. But once in the red zone, a couple of the players were not able to make the same moves, and the defensive tackle really stood out right there, making 2 plays on that last set of 3 downs. But Butterfield's in the backfield this time for the Ducks, and he's going to hand off to 9 Lou on that counter run. And user on user, Panda makes a good tackle on that one. Gain of 4.
Yeah, back to the counter run, gain of 4. Back to the bread and butter. If you're not going to show any type of shade over there to the left side, they're just going to keep on pounding you with it. And eventually, Oregon's going to catch one of these play actions here shortly. And I think it's going to be a big one.
Very well could be. We've only seen one pass so far from that I can remember for Oregon. The tight end made an extremely nice catch, one-handed. There's a strong eye formation with 2 tight ends to the right. Now one of them is going to move over to the left. That's Sewell. I don't think that might actually be their middle linebacker there, playing 2nd tight end. And he actually gets his block, but there was just a lot of defenders up near the line of scrimmage right there. Couldn't get the 1st down on that run.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying their hardest to get the 1st down here to keep these chains moving. Jimmy's going to have to come up with something a little bit special here. Panda's going to be bringing every little bit of that number 3 rush defense that he has.
Yeah.
And, yeah, right here it's bigs versus big on this big 3rd and 4.
Oregon has been special in the run game so far, but Baylor has had success in the run defense, and on that one, causing this 3rd and 4th. We got 5 wides, empty backfield right here, shotgun formation. Butterfield takes a 3-step drop, and he floats one out to Hudson, just over the defender's hands. And you can see the reaction from the Baylor coach right there. He's wondering why the guy didn't just reach out his hands and grab it. But you got to have really quick fingers in this game. Got to click on your guy, before the play really happens. And Butterfield with a nice first down. Then we're going to go tempo right here. We're going to try to get one more play out, possibly before the end of the first quarter. Butterfield's rolling right out of the pocket right now. Doesn't quite have the athleticism to get away from that defender, but has enough to get 2 yards. 2 yards out of that. Held on to the ball, though, in these rainy conditions. That says a lot.
Yeah, very lucky to hold on to the ball there, especially on those type of runs, even without the rain. Those are dangerous runs. I've seen a lot of fumbles, and Butterfield, very lucky there.
Yeah, a very aggressive play call right there for the end of the first quarter. That left defensive end did a good job of tracking down Butterfield there. We got a strong I formation here. We're going to pass out to Ferguson. He was the one with the incredible catch earlier. And that's going to be a big user hit by Baylor. And that's going to knock it down to 3rd and 5. Whole playbook is open here, right, Bowen? But is this a run type situation, you think?
I think we're definitely going to see the pass. I wouldn't be surprised if Jimmy didn't bring the 5 wide maybe back out once again. He was moving the ball kind of decent with that. You have multiple options if your quarterback can show the feet to get the first down as well. So it's a kind of a dual threat situation there.
We're at the 44-yard line of our own Ducks territory here. And there is the 5 wides. Shotgun formation. Butterfield making a couple changes. About 5 seconds left to snap. User right there in the middle of the field for the defense. And we had 2 crossing routes right over the middle right there. And is that Sewell who got the catch there? It's definitely number 1. I think he plays on defense. But maybe there's another kid that plays on offense with the same number. Oh, that's Hudson. It's Hudson.
Yeah, great route running. Those guys not running into each other.
Butterfield back to pass on the 5 wide again. This time it's Franklin. And Franklin showing why he has a star underneath his feet. Big catch.
I like turtles.
Yeah, Turtle Club. That's going to bring
the turtle there. I mean, he's going to get it done.
Yeah, showing why he has the stars underneath his feet. Good tackle right there by the defense. You know, I thought that he had a chance to break that tackle and keep on moving. He was definitely moving with some speed underneath him. But that's going to take us down to the 27. So they're smelling the red zone here. Not quite in it, but in field goal range. So you could, you know, barring a turnover, you could extend your lead back to 7 once again. But, of course, the Ducks, you know, being at home right here. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. I formation following the tight end and the fullback. 9 loose still on his feet. No, he actually goes down. But that's a gain of 7 on first down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's too early to say it, but Oregon's almost looking like Oregon. They started out the season at number 9. They had a rough start, but now they're moving the ball every way they should be. They're actually playing really great defense. And Oregon's surprising everybody right here by doing what they should have been doing all year, by pounding the ball.
Shout out to Big and Gaming for the big raid. 5 viewers. And that is a great pass by Butterfield on a post route. From the backside, hit the post route to the middle, to the field side, and puts it right on Ferguson. Ferguson, I think that's the 3rd or 4th time we've called his name. None bigger than that one, even though that first catch was a one-handed grab to get Oregon rolling on their first down. And, wow, that one a big one right there. Now Oregon, with this extra point, they're going to go up by 11 against Baylor, a top 15 team.
Yeah, plays like that. That's why Oregon came out and signed Mr. Two Blunts. They love that concept that he brings to the offense. 14-3 now. Baylor's got to play a little catch-up, something they're not used to. But like I said, number 3 pass offense. Let's see what they got.
Baylor, Craig Williams with the return right there. And he's able to get about a 20, 25-yard return right there. And that's going to bring it down to the 23. This 2 running back system, attack and approach for Baylor, was able to bring them down into the red zone on their first possession. But the Oregon defense got stingy right there in the red zone, held them to a field goal. But this being their second possession, we'll see if we'll see up-tempo and more of the running of the football. We got a 4 wide set right now, and that's going to be a quick halfback dump off, and that's Craig Williams, I believe. Yeah, that's Craig Williams, and he has got a first down.
Yeah, nice little play. Get some little get some energy back into these Baylor Bears, and Panda back to the hurry up like usual.
Back to the hurry up. We still got one back on the right hip pocket. Shotgun. Fake that jet sweep motion right there, and he's able to get the athleticism to bail out of the pocket. That right end, just number 98, not quite athletic enough to get him down, and he's able to scramble for about 7 yards there. Big play there, bringing it to second and short.
Yeah, Oregon's got to figure out a way to scribble in a QB spy, especially against Team Panda. We know his coaching style likes to use the quarterback's feet a lot, so you definitely got to keep somebody on big number 12.
Yeah, rolled out to the left right there. This is going to be a handoff on the counter, and that's going to be dropped in the backfield. There's Sewell, middle linebacker, high overall player, probably the best player on this Oregon team, and he just lives in the backfield on that play, bringing it to third and long. And we're going to go no huddle, up tempo here again. We got trips to the left, single to the right. We got an adjustment here, audible being made. Now the animation's going to make it take even longer. And he's checking even more. He's checking everything, folks. Only less than 10 to snap. About 5 to snap now. Will he get this off? He hands the ball off. No, it's a fake. And he delivers the football. Wait a minute. Dickerson runs into the back of his own man, but not before grabbing an INT right there. And that looked like a user INT, Bowen.
Yeah, he had the guys coming back, and when it rains, it pours. No pun intended, but, I mean, it's just not looking good for the Oregon Bears right now.
The Oregon Bears.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Baylor Bears. Baylor Bears. I'm a little stony up here right now.
That's all good. We like you that way, baby.
Uh-oh.
9 Lou getting his wheels all greased up right there. And he's got 100 yards rushing already today. Is that what I saw? What an explosive ground game for Oregon today. You said they wanted to run the football, and you weren't lying.
Yeah, I wasn't lying. Like I said, Panda and the Baylor Bears are going to get their true test today of running the football.
And this time Butterfield is going to be able to get the edge, but the user tackler for Panda slows him down just well enough to give that defensive end another crack at Butterfield, and that's ultimately what brings him down after a gain of 5. So Oregon was able to shut the door defensively against Baylor last time by sacking the quarterback, forcing Baylor into a passing situation. And then on that interception, they forced them into a passing situation also. But we got twins to the left, and then we got 2 tight ends, and Butterfield this time is going to roll out to the left. But his feet weren't squared, his shoulders weren't square to the line of scrimmage, and he threw it anyways, and that was knocked down by a Baylor defender who was standing right in front of the intended target. 35.
Yeah, I mean, Butterfield needs to be careful. He can move, but he can't move that good. Dangerous throw there. You need to set something up here that's comfortable for you.
And there's a screen pass. It's a 9 Lou, and he's going to pick up a couple blocks. But one man gets off of his block. The blocker actually went down to the ground, and by doing so, tackler was able to get off and shed the block and make the tackle. 4th and 1 here. We got a decision here.
Yeah, I normally say kick, but in this situation with the pressure on, I say jam it down their throat. I mean, that's just me personally. The way the run game's been going today, 9 Lou and the counter, you could set up a lot of different looks, but I definitely think the way Oregon's been pounding the ball, you just go for it.
And we got a 5 down lineman look for Baylor. We got a 2 tight end to the left set, fullback in the game. About 5 seconds left to snap. 4th and 1 right here. I thought maybe for a second they were just going to try to make him jump, but 9 Lou gets a handoff, and there was nothing on the inside of where the play was designed to go, but his agility to the outside got him that first down.
Yeah, that was the definition of hard-nosed football right there. There's no doubt Panda told his all his defense to anticipate the run, and 9 Lou grinded that out, and that was the hardest 2 yards he's gotten all year.
So we got 2 tight ends again, 2 wide receivers to the left. But Butterfield's under center with 9 Lou deep in the backfield. One of those tight ends flows from left to right. It's a play action pass. He's breaking the pocket, and he got Ferguson again. Ferguson is catching everything. That defender looked draped on him. Looked like he was wearing him as a Halloween costume, and he still caught it.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have said it any better. I mean, he's wearing him like a jersey, wearing him like a costume. Great defense, just better offense.
And Butterfield with the athleticism to break out of the pocket, create the passing lane, and hit that throw on the run. Under 2 minutes now to play, 2nd and inches, so the whole playbook's open. This is going to be a counter to Lou, and Lou's speed and agility is going to get him into the end zone as Oregon scores their 3rd touchdown in the first half of this game.
Yeah, I mean, write down notes, coaches. I mean, Baylor cannot defend this counter run at all right now. It's just over and over and over eating him up. And it's just nasty out here. Oregon doing something they haven't done all year long, scoring on every single drive, not putting the ball one time this half.
Well, you said it absolutely true as far as the Baylor defense. But what's also just completely outstanding, as I'll call this, that's deep. He catches it 8 yards deep, and he gets tackled right around the 22-yard line. So great coverage by the coverage unit once again, starting at the 22. But the other interesting thing about this is that Oregon offense is definitely exploding, but Oregon's defense has held Baylor to 3 points. You know, I know that Baylor's had trouble with the counter, stopping the counter defensively, but none of those counters matter as much if Baylor is still scoring points with Oregon, but they're not. So Oregon's defense really stepping up. And that was a tight window throw right there. Number 19, a little bit disappointed that he wasn't able to wheel around and get his hands on that one. But what a delivery. Gotta tip your hat to that pass. That was a impressive pass, ballsy throw right there, just as the coach intended it to happen. Panda's now got a first down. Single back. He's breaking out of the pocket. He's rolling deep right. He's looking deep on that right sideline, and he did not get a foot down. The first foot that came down was out of bounds, so that's going to be 2nd and 10.
I don't know if I agree with that call. I'm going to be honest. Looked like he got a foot down from up here at least.
Yeah, it's quite smoky in this booth right now, so I could see. Plus, it's like foggy out on the field, so I could see, how. But anyways, we got single back right here. Shotgun formation. Butterfield's out on that right flank again, and he's throwing the same pass. And this time, the halfback, McWilliams, doesn't even turn around and put his hands up.
I don't see Mr. Howell anywhere, so boy, what are we sailing around here?
And Baylor is finding something right there. We're gonna cut away for a second here. We're gonna hit you with a slideshow. We'll be back. All right, folks, we are back. Whew. We had a weather caused error in the broadcast, but we are back, folks, and we are back just in time to see the 3rd attempt of rolling out to the right and throwing deep on a crossing route from left to right be successful that time, and that is a big gainer right when Baylor needed it, and now they are threatening to chip away at this 18-point lead that Oregon has mounted in the first half of this matchup.
Yeah, great catch, but at what price? I saw the medical staff out there. We're gonna have to get a diagnosis at halftime.
And we're gonna see that 2 halfback look there for the first time today. Williams and McWilliams both flanking out, and good pressure right there by Oregon. Forces a throwaway.
It looks like the band came out early and on Baylor. He's got the whole band behind him.
Oh yeah, it gets wild over there sometimes, but right now,
That dog just went nuts.
right now we got 2nd and 10, and we got a single back under center look here. Williams in the backfield this time. Craig Williams looks like he's staying in the block, and another pressure right there, and that is deflected a couple times right there by Oregon. Hey, this Oregon defensive backfield doing a decent job right here. If they could hold on this possession, that'd be really big. But 3rd and 10, this might be 4-down territory. You think, Bowen? Is it too early?
You know, and with these video games, I think with this score, it's 4th down territory.
Yeah, so we got a single back once again. It looks like a halfback screen, but he's not going to get it there in time. And the quarterback is now laying on the field, holding his side, holding his ribs. With 45 seconds left to play, maybe he could come back and play in the second halftime. In the second half, we'll have to get that injury report.
Yeah, that's the second guy that has been hit in the many seconds here.
That's going to be a timeout from Oregon right there. They didn't quite like the look. And I think that's number 15, Drones, right there, who was checked into the game. And I don't have any information on him. First I've seen him in this college football season. We're not really in field goal range anyways, right, Bowen? I mean, you'd have to have a monster leg and a lot of confidence to be able to kick it from here. So we're going to go run a play here from under center. In fact, fake the handoff right here, and we're looking deep. And Drones delivers a dime, but it's not caught by number 16. It bounces off of his hands and almost into defender of Oregon's hands. But you got Oregon Ducks have 41 seconds to play right here with 2 timeouts. And looks like that timeout was the right decision to make because fired up the defense a little bit to get that stop. So we got a weak I formation with twins to the left this time. Fullback going in motion to the right. Fake handoff for Butterfield. And he's going to hit McCormick, but McCormick gets smacked as the ball's being delivered, and that's going to be incomplete. 36 seconds left to play, Bowen.
Yeah, Panda not happy, that's for sure. He almost chucked that handle, but he showed great composure, held it in there. You just got to...
You got to manage your smiles and your cries. You got to manage your smiles and your cries.
Yeah, you gotta buckle
That's
down
what it's all
right
about.
here.
Butterfield back to pass, drops deep into the backfield after being in shotgun already, and that's nearly a pick. So Bowen, right here, do you try to, remain aggressive right here on 3rd and 10, or do you run like a, this has been 2 tight windows now for Oregon, right? 33 seconds. There's plenty of time. All you need is one play to break your way.
Yeah, short, a medium, and a deep route, and pick your best option. Keep the clock moving.
Fakes a handoff to 9. Lou looking deep once again. Throws a floater. And that's a dotty from Butterfield to Franklin. Criffler Franklin, the only man coming down with it, the only man catching it. And that was a dotty. And that puts them smelling the red zone here at the 26-yard line. 26 seconds left to play. Butterfield drops back again. Quick 3-yard drop. And he's going to hit Franklin once again. And that's why he's got the star under his feet, folks. And that's going to be it's going to be a quick stoppage of play right there. What were you saying about the Ducks, Bowen?
Yeah, the Ducks are they're quacking right now.
Yeah, they're definitely flying in that flying V right here. So with the timeout, it must have been a timeout right there that stopped the game clock completely. 20 seconds left to snap the ball. We got an empty formation here. Shotgun for Oregon. 4-down lineman look for Baylor. Butterfield with a lot of time to pass. And he's going to hit Franklin with a defender in front of Franklin. It sneaks right past him, right by the goalpost. That's going to bring us to Oregon 27, Baylor 3.
I mean, where's Butterfield been hiding the whole time? I mean, I don't get it. It's something that we didn't see in practices, but Butterfield bringing a new energy to Oregon.
With 16 seconds left to play, Oregon showing their might on that drive, but more than that, I mean, they've put up 28 points in the first half, and I don't think they've done that all season, but maybe more impressively, the number 13 team has been held to 3 points. And if they could defend for these last 16 seconds, then it's going to be a super clean game. But there are some decleaters right there. Oh, my goodness, there were some pancakes on that one. Panda seemed like he ordered a mini stack of dollar pancakes right there. And in 3 seconds, that was a very interesting 3 seconds indeed. We're going to see a 3 down lineman look here for Oregon. 2 wideouts to the right for Baylor. It's going to fake the handoff. And there's that man Drones, the backup quarterback, keeping the ball after what seemed to be a read option, keeper look. And he doesn't quite get the first down, so Baylor burns a timeout. But they've got plenty of a stockpile left. They've got 2 remaining. So maybe 2 plays here, Bowen? You think there's 2 plays left in this half?
Yeah, it's just depending how you play it. Depends if you complete a pass over the middle or not, and it's gets the first down.
Butterfield rolls right, and we've seen him be dangerous at that. Oh, but that's not Butterfield at all. I'm sorry. That's Drones, the backup quarterback for Baylor, who is in after the first string quarterback got hit after rolling out of the pocket while throwing. So 1 second left right here, right on the 50-yard line exactly. Got to show your strength there. And May, whoa, he just throws the right tackle down right there with his left hand. He just absolutely choke slams him there with his left hand and brings down the quarterback. This Oregon defense is looking impressive. In the backfield, they've been able to swarm the ball and get a turnover, and they could have probably had a couple more, but they've consistently gotten to the quarterback also. The quarterback made a couple plays with his legs, but he's definitely had pressure on him from the beginning of this possession, from the first possession of the first half to the last possession of the first half. And that's the difference in this game, is that Baylor is not able to keep up on the points with Oregon. Are you surprised by this, Bowen?
I mean, I am. I mean, I thought this was going to be a absolute shootout. Right now, it's looking like Baylor's having some offensive problems. I don't know if it's because of the injuries, but it kind of fell back when they actually had some of the starting quarterback. I'm curious to see if he'll get back into the game. See if they have a new game plan to score back quickly.
So Oregon received the ball in the first half, scored on their first possession with a running play by Nine Liu, who has over 100 yards already in the first half. So Baylor, after receiving the ball, is going to start off at the 25 right here. Their first play from scrimmage is a handoff to the right. There's going to be a couple missed user tackles there, but one more tackler in the area thankfully brings down Craig Williams after an 8-yard carry.
Yeah. Craig Williams getting it done. I mean, as long as they get first downs, keep the ball moving. A lot of audibles. They need to get this offense together.
Oh, and that's going to be Dickerson's second pick, I believe. I know Oregon has 2 picks for sure. I'm not sure if Dickerson was. We'll have to ask the coach in the post game, but looked like he tried the out route there, maybe, Bowen. I think the primary target was Williams on the flat, leaking out of the backfield there as a halfback. Then he looked to the opposite side. It was just too long a throw. Oregon closed in on defense there. Butterfield under center, hands off to Nine Liu, and he's going to try out the left side, even though there was a big gaping hole right there in the middle. And that's still going to be a gain of 5. This Oregon run game working all day long.
Yeah, absolutely working all day long. As far as Panda's offensive issues are going, I think they're just calling too many hurry-ups. They're not getting that offense together. Oregon, they're going to the huddle, getting plays together.
Butterfield, that was amazing blocking right there. I thought that just looked like such an interesting play, the way that the pass protection had set up after the fake handoff. I was going to be amazed if no defender broke through that, but they did for a big loss right there, and that's going to be 3rd and 5, and that might force this into a passing situation unless we're going conservative here in the second half. We got a shotgun formation, tight end to the right, 3 wideouts. It's going to be a handoff to Nine Liu on that counter that's been working so effectively. Bowen, how effective has that counter been today?
It's unbelievable. I can't believe we're not seeing some type of of shift over to that side. I mean, every time I see the halfback lined over there, it'd be nothing but shifting. You wouldn't get another yard on that counter, and so far they just haven't had anything to counter it with.
You heard that. Don't try it against Florida State, folks. Franklin out there by himself on the right. Tight end to the left. Butterfield looking to the right. Now throws over the middle to Coda. And Coda Mosses right there. I don't know what position he plays. He might be a slot receiver, but Jesus Christ, he looked like Christian McCaffrey today with that catch. My fucking goodness. That was an impressive catch. So twice there have been catches right there in the middle of the field on what looks to be post routes or some type of deep crossing or in-breaking route concept that develops rather quickly off of a play action. And single man coverage right there has been beat both times. Craig Williams. Please go ahead.
These tight ends have showed up here and showed out for Oregon today.
Craig Williams getting, just not a lot of return there on that high effort play on the return. And we've got a 32-point lead here for Oregon in the second half at home. And this is really maybe a season-correcting game right here. And, whoa, what an impressive throw right there by I believe that was the backup quarterback, number 15, Drones, who just fires a missile. I mean, talk about being on the money, and the receiver went up and got it. That was not dropped. That's going to bring us nearly to midfield. Drones fakes a handoff this time from the shotgun formation, breaks out to the right, has a lot of space out there, but a defender is really breathing down his neck.
Fumble.
They tried a couple course corrections right there. It's going to still be Baylor ball, 2nd and 30, however. So it does count as a sack, right, Bowen? Like, maybe not on the stat sheet, but
it's a sack, and the ball went back an additional 15 yards on the fumble.
Yeah, so this is now 2nd and super long after that great post route. Whoa, and Drones is just, I mean, there's another guy just almost ear holding Drones right there. And he needs to maybe drop a little bit further back right there. It took only a 3-step drop, but that play was developing further downfield, and usually you go 5 or 7 for that one.
Yeah, Oregon bringing a unusual amount of pressure here tonight.
3 down linemen look for Oregon. And this is going to be a pass at a halfback. And he is one of the more shiftier players in the NWO. And that's Panda's play style right there. Craig Williams, a return man extraordinaire. He already has 1 return for a touchdown this season. But also gets heavy halfback reps as well. Shares the backfield this time with Drones. Shifting over to his right side. 4 wide out look. 3 down lineman. Gonzalez with a little bit of pressure there, forcing him to speed up the pass. Williams fighting hard once again, try to get through all of the traffic, but Oregon's got a gang of defenders out there gang tackling, and that's going to lead to, well, I guess it's a first down somehow.
Yeah, turnover on downs. Oregon tried the screenplay there. It's not a bad call because you never know what you might get from that screen.
Yeah, so Oregon right here going to hand off the ball to Nine Lou making a man miss, making 2 men miss, 3 men miss, with a stiff arm making 4 men miss. Showing agility, speed, and power on that one. Patience, following the blocks. And he has had a big day, folks. A big day. He's got to be over 150 yards today, Cincy.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps running like this throughout the rest of this game. He could be a nominee for NCAA Offensive Player of the Week, I should say.
I want to hear from you, chat. What would the NIDs be looking like for Nine Lou? So he gets the carry there once again. Just a gain of 2 right there. A little bit more modest. But still taking the time off of this clock right here. And Oregon in position of dominance right here in the second half at home against this top 15 team. They're definitely starting to kill the clock. I saw that one get snapped with only about 5 seconds left, and going to bring it down to 3rd and 4. Definitely manageable. With half of the third quarter already gone, folks, it's so many points to be able to come and have to come back from. Looking pretty bleak out here now if Oregon continues to be secure with the ball. Hand off to 9 Lou this time, and he's going to follow his blocks, and he's going to step into the end zone once again. That is third touchdown on the day, third touchdown on the day.
Yeah, this is Oregon's bounce back game for sure. Oregon needed this, especially against a top competitor like Baylor, number 13 in the nation. This will get Oregon, some spots back that they desperately needed.
Yeah, 39-point advantage here in this one. Defense of Oregon looking every bit as impressive as the offense, but definitely complimentary football. And a couple of and we're going to see Williams that time just call for the fair catch this time, not quite fight as hard on that one. They're going to take it at the 25. Baylor came off of a big win last week against Tennessee. Panda had never beaten T. Klink before, but got the dub over him in that one. But looking like a different team right now. Handoff this time to Williams, and he's only going to pick up one right there. Great tackle right there.
Yeah, that T. Klink game was an absolute shootout, back and forth. It was a great game. One score, I think it was like a one possession game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There's only a 7-point difference, I believe.
Yeah, but Baylor coming out here just absolutely cannot find a scratch of offense for some reason.
Well, this Oregon defense definitely looks different now than they have at any other point. Their defensive numbers are definitely going to be much more respectable after this win. If this continues to go this way, there's still a lot of time actually on the clock with these 7-minute quarter NWO games. 4-down lineman look here for Oregon. This is going to be a halfback screen pass, and they're going to get it to Williams. And Williams, he's just so shifty. He's able to get away from two guys there and get a first down.
Yeah, first down, stop the clock momentarily. Baylor can get their P's and Q's together instead of running this hurry-up ball and maybe focus on get some points here.
We're going to go trips to the right. Handoff on the counter run to Williams. He's weaving through traffic, but there is great defense there by the defensive lineman and then also by the corner who stepped up in run support. Pretty impressive run support from the corners here for Oregon. Baylor's definitely tried to have a strategy of hitting the edge and get to the outside with the running game, and Oregon stepped up and broken a lot of those running lanes down. And Gonzalez gets turned around right there. He looked like he was in the area with the user. Looked like he might have been able to make a play right there. Got kind of turned around and in frustration throws his fist around. But good play right there for Oregon to get it. I'm sorry, for Baylor to get it across the 50. They've got something cooking on this drive here. Maybe they can punch it in for some points. Deep drop back, and we're going to go way over the top, but it's going to take too long to get there. Didn't quite get enough air under it. Looked like it's going to be short and deflected away. 2 men in coverage there.
Yeah, Ducks flapping their wings, breaking the balls down. Great defensive coverage. Something that we haven't seen this year from Oregon. They're looking like a complete 180 team right now.
We got a pistol look right here with Williams, the water bug, directly behind the quarterback. And Drones is just airing it out right there. Oh, and Baylor had 2 attempts at catching it, but backup quarterback not getting any love from the wide receiver. Good defense there by Oregon to not get completely roasted and make it difficult for the wide receiver to come down with it. That's kind of been another difference in this game besides the running game success for Oregon and lack of success for Baylor. It's been these Baylor wide receivers haven't come down with the same plays that these Oregon wide receivers have. Lots of time to pass there on that one. Dickerson almost comes down with another pick. Looking like Sauce Gardner out there.
Been shut down city.
And Dickerson putting himself a good game right here. I know this is, I think, just a regional broadcast. Maybe Baylor is on the national screen, so maybe it is a national broadcast, but definitely put his name out there. Maybe player of the week considerations for the conference.
Yeah,
Yes,
possibly. You could definitely put his name up there. That's for sure.
commentator Jinx rings true once again as Dickerson gives up that out route cheese. First down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Time becoming a factor in this one. Points been a factor in this one since the conclusion of the first half. And that's an interesting. He whipped around and just fired that. Jones can actually play a little bit. This quarterback, we haven't gotten the injury report yet. We'll ask the coach about that in the post game. But if the starter, I think his name is Sharpen, if he's gone for any length of time, Jones might be able to fill in for him decently. Last couple plays here of the third quarter, Jones drops back to pass from the center and not getting the time to pass that he needs. This Oregon front four is getting home. Just with 3 and 4 pass rushers, they're getting home.
Yeah, those extra workouts are definitely showing.
Yeah, I feel like Oregon's gotten a care package of some sort. They look like a little bit of a different club here. 3rd and 5 for Baylor. 4 wides, bounce set, right hash. Halfback angle route, beautifully run. And the middle linebacker for Oregon was caught peeking over to the right a little bit. And that halfback angle route, just what the doctor ordered there for Baylor to keep this possession, possibly getting points here as we're coming to the close of the third quarter. User player over there by Dickerson. Now Gonzalez, Sewell, and Bridges. Fakes a handoff there. Delivers a great pass. And Dickerson just not able to come down with that, Bowen, but that would have been another turnover by Dickerson.
Ducks are flying.
Balling right now. Oregon Ducks are just balling right now. I mean, that would have slammed the door completely shut on this Baylor team. And, just as far as the DNA of the game goes, you do want to rout a team as much as possible when you can. So Dickerson, if he gets another one in his hands like that, it would behoove the Ducks team to really grab onto it. Oh, and that's not Dickerson that time. Dickerson's, I think, 29, and that's number 19, but he drops a pick now. Drones, he really fires the ball in there with a frozen rope type of pass. He doesn't really drone strikes. That's a good one, Lou. I mean, he really throws a fastball, and that's going to leave potentially, some of these opportunities for DBs to step in front of them if they're not layered over the top of them. We're going to go under center this time for Jones. He's going to drop back to pass, and pass rush is already getting there, and he's forced out of the pocket, and he's going to try to scramble with his legs, but the defensive end is showing a lot of speed out there. He's hard to get away from.
Yeah, a lot of frustration by the quarterback. It's nowhere to go. I mean, these Ducks are everywhere today. We're going to have to get an injury report from Baylor. We've got to see what's happened with the quarterback and the wideout that got missing earlier. And looks like they're going to take the points.
Interesting here. It looked like they were going to go for a field goal, and now that it's the end of the third quarter, get your fours up, chat. We'll see if the coach still sticks with that decision. And it looks like they're not. It's now a 5-wide, empty set shotgun look. And Jones is going to deliver over the middle, and that's going to be a precision post-route touchdown.
Yeah, Ellis with the catch.
With a man laying on his back. Strong hands right there, and what a great pass right there from Jones. The extra point tacked on. Baylor is now into the double digits. 7 minutes left to play. Possibly an onside attempt here. Nope, they're in the regular formation. They're going to kick it far and deep, right down the middle. And that's Coda right there, who had a touchdown catch earlier. Hitting that left flank, breaks off one man, slides off a second, but the third man's able to bring him down.
Yeah, Coda's been looking good this game. Big touchdown catch in the right before halftime. A couple good returns today. Not bad at all. Uh-oh.
9 Lou broken into the open field once again.
Yeah, Oregon's got to start incorporating that high step at that last moment when they anticipate those dives. It's amazing what that triangle button can do. Butterfield now.
Under center. Got 2 tight ends here. It's going to be that halfback dive play right up the middle. And with a lot of good blocking, we've seen that consistently. The Oregon offensive line able to establish and push the line of scrimmage back. And, you know, talking to Jimmy Tublance earlier in the year, you know, that was one of the reasons why he chose this Oregon Duck team, is that offensive line. He had a lot of confidence in that unit. You know, had a lot of choices about, you know, first pick, you know, in the NWO draft. And Butterfield showing some legs. I don't think he's got the speed to get there, but he's definitely got the shiftiness and the difficult man to bring down. Holy crap, Butterfield really feeling good. Maybe need to save some of that for the rest of the season. We saw one quarterback injury already this game. See a 5-down lineman look and 2 tight end set. He's big on bigs right here. 9 Lou in the backfield, and it's going to be a full back blast up the middle. Ferguson, who had that impossible one-handed catch earlier and a touchdown on top of that, but not able to strike gold on that one. 2nd and goal at the 1. What'd you think about that quarterback run? I know you're still thinking about it.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Dak Prescott today. They went to go do a simple QB sneak, and all of a sudden the hole just opened wide open, and Prescott ran out for an additional 25, 30 yards today. It was one of the funniest plays I've seen in a long time in the football.
Fake fullback pitch play to 9 Lou, and there's 5 defenders there, not faked on it, not fooled. And that play is always just such a sink or swim. It's always funny. NC State tried that earlier this season like a dumbass and had pretty much the same kind of effect. Fake handoff to 9 Lou this time. He's going to throw it into a lot of defensive coverage there. There's 3 guys in that area. And he does not hit his intended target. And that's going to bring us to 4th down at the 2-yard line. Decisions here. And I think with all the points that Oregon's accumulated, they'll not fake this one and just go for 3. And that's what Lewis does. Lewis, a lot of work today as the Oregon Ducks have scored a lot of points. That Duck is doing a lot of push-ups today.
Yeah, Duck's definitely getting his workout for sure. And Oregon, they're definitely working out their offense and their defense here on both sides, equally looking just as good. This should be a impressive W for Oregon. Uh-oh.
Williams is a dangerous player. And he's back there on regular return duties. And, you know, the Oregon Ducks have had great kick coverage all day, you know, consistently kicking the ball into the end zone, forcing Williams to even take one kneel down on one opportunity, but found the edge right there and took it down the sidelines, almost went the distance, brought it all the way to midfield. Baylor's going to set up there with shotgun, 4 wideouts. And it looks like the quarterback might be back. I don't think that's Drones back there this time, Bowen. So is the starting quarterback back? Let's take a look here. Drones is 15. And that is number 12.
Yeah, number 12 is back.
So he is back, folks. Fake handoff right there, rolling out to the right. This is how he got hurt last time. Throws it. Dickerson not able to get down with that one. And Williams, he is a very elusive halfback. That is a halfback, folks, who catches He had a big drop earlier, actually, but catches really, really well out of the backfield. He's definitely a feature back, two quarterback or two halfback system, but a great step back move, and he's just showing his power on that one. So he takes the kickoff 50 yards, then makes an extremely good play with the step back after catching it, and then plows over a defender in the middle of that Oregon defense. And that brings Baylor up to 17 now. So the headline's really starting to shift here. We would have gotten one of those headlines that said, Baylor throttled or something like that, or, now we're looking into the territory where maybe Pandale onsides it. Nope, he's probably gonna kick it deep. He's gonna send this one deep and down the middle, end over end. That's gonna be called a fair catch. Go ahead, Bowen.
Yeah, I think he's accepting defeat.
Whoa.
Pretty nice size lead here still.
Whoa.
I mean, you didn't go for the kick. You know what I'm saying? That's showing that you're not worried about getting the ball back.
With two successive onside kicks and scores, it would have been 31 right now, which still would have been 14 down from the target. So even with those, desperate attempts, probably still wouldn't be in Baylor's favor with only 3 minutes left to play here. Oregon's still aggressive here. Handing off to Lou on the counter. He's still in the game. And he got crushed after making a great spin move. Can't see his yardage right now. They're snucking him. They are low-key trying to snuck 9 Lou's stats on this one. That's not the NWO broadcast. That's the feed we're getting, folks. And we know he's been putting in the work.
Yeah, put him on the right side that time.
Under center. Going to go to the weak side underneath the fullback this time. And a lot of Baylor defenders there clogging up the running lanes. Good run defense there for Baylor. Only a 2-yard gain, and we're now under 2 minutes, folks. Tip your waitresses. Faking the handoff this time. Butterfield throws it to Ferguson. Ferguson, a lot of work today. Plays fullback, but a little bit of a weapon there. As we go forward, and Oregon, season really opens up with these changes that they've made.
Yeah, Oregon, one loss in the conference so far, doing their best they can to get this team back together and hopefully come back and somehow, win the conference. I mean, they've only lost one. They have plenty of games left. They want to go ahead and win this conference out and get themselves back on top.
4th and 5 after that play. Going to attempt a coffin corner. This is the first punt we've seen Oregon forced to make.
Yeah, it's the first time they've been out there today. And not giving a Baylor a chance for any type of return at all. It's kicking over there by the Gatorade kid.
Punter definitely under control of his accuracy on that one. 13 seconds remaining in this ball game, folks. Stick around for the interviews. Potentially might be a second game tonight between Junior Broncos, LSU Tigers. Oh, man. And we see another drop right there. And that's sharpened with a floating deep dotty right there in the hands and out of the hands of the Baylor wide receiver.
Yeah, looks like Panda's assistant coach is in the background getting the basket of tennis balls together. Looks like they're going to be doing some hand drills here soon.
And we're just going to kneel on the ball right there, and that's going to do it, folks. Like I said, stick around for the second matchup. It's going to be the LSU Tigers, who are 3-0 in a conference matchup against Miami. I think that's happening tonight, folks. We'll keep you posted on that. Shout out to Sausages and his family. Hope they're doing well. But we're going to get some interviews in here. We're going to start off with the winning coach, Jimmy Two Blunts. Jimmy Two Blunts, your first victory of the season. How's it feel?
feels good. Today we got the coaches in a room for about 5 hours, assistants, coordinators, everybody. Just shook up the entire roster. So it's looking good so far. We'll see. It's just one game, so but we look good.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to buy the assistant coach's pizza and just figure out all the things that you needed to get done. Shout out to that. It really worked out offensively and defensively today. What was the biggest improvement that you saw tonight going forward that you hope continues?
All hands down our defense. Just the speed and just the coverage and everything. Defensively, we looked like a totally different team today.
Bowen got a question for Coach.
Yeah. What brought the quarterback change on?
After the first two games, Knicks I think threw like 12 interceptions and had like four fumbles. So I just decided to go with Butterfield, and he just feels better. Get behind the wheel of a car, and it just feels better. He just drives a lot better.
Yeah, I heard some rumors that Nick's is talking about wanting to go back to Auburn next year. So we'll see if if you guys let him do that or not. But congratulations on your first win.
I'll pack his bags. Good game, Panda. Tough drops today.
That's coach of the Oregon Ducks, Jimmy Two Blunts, maybe correcting his season's outlook with this big win for the home crowd today at Autzen. We are now going to be joined by Coach Panda. Coach Panda, thanks for sticking around. Um, Tough game today, man. Anything that you noticed that we noticed the drops? The other coach just mentioned it. Um, what'd you have difficulty getting started with besides the drops?
Honestly, by my count, we had four drop or three drop picks and four drop first downs or touchdowns on two of them. Our coverage, that was honestly the worst first half performance I think I've ever seen anyone put up. We didn't make a single tackle without there being a broken tackle or having to use three people to make a tackle in the first half. Um, our first drive, we came out there, drove down the field, and our offensive line sold on third down and 5, and then allowed three more sacks throughout the game. Our quarterback was hurt. Our backup quarterback can't throw a lob pass to save his life. Um, just a piss poor performance by just about everyone on this team. You know, three crucial drops there. One of them was short pass, didn't really affect much, but two first downs, one of them on a fourth down, and then at the very end, you got nothing to lose. Why don't you catch that pass down the field? Um, definitely didn't have a good day. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you sticking by for the interview. It was definitely a perfect storm of issues today. Caught Oregon on the wrong day, and hopefully you have better luck in conference play. Bowen, you got a question for Coach?
He basically summed it up with his quick summary. You came out with that left to right running performance. I kind of like that. I think you should maybe enforce that in some more games because that was looking really, really nasty to start the game. The left to right, like I said, you had a lot of opportunities there, and I don't know how that game slipped away from you. EA was just not going to let you win that game with those drops, and that first down that you had as well. I think you absolutely had that first down, and they said you didn't even have that either. So it was definitely
Yeah.
against you this game.
Yeah, it was definitely not our day, but out of conference, not too concerned with it. Um, great calls by Jimmy. He did bottle up the run after that first drive. I would have loved to continue, like you said, George, with that because that was kind of my game plan. I wanted to start a few different drives with that, but we got down 21-0 almost immediately. Then or 21-3, I guess we kicked a field goal, but it's real hard to run the ball three consecutive plays in a row when you're down like that, and your defense is showing no signs of making a stop.
Yeah, Coach. You definitely had opportunities in the first half. In the second half, things were a little bit more set in stone once Oregon had that success that they did, um, and just got to credit them and then just flush this game and move on to the next one. And good luck to you the rest of the way. Again, we appreciate you, and that's it for me and my partner.
I believe T Clink's got a question.
Oh, you want to go ahead and read that? No? Okay. Well, we're going to hit you
Okay.
guys with a slideshow, and then after that, we're going to get going to the second game. Everybody stick around.